Sketching comes easily to me, and for some reason, doodling does not. But does that make me want to not doodle? No, it makes me want to doodle even more, and I just need to look at how somebody else doodles and practice a little bit, and I think I'm going to be able to doodle. What I do is I get library books on my iPad, and then I'll shoot photos of stuff that I would like to be able to draw. And then in my drawing practice every day, I practice drawing them. So here I've got to start on this one. And I'm going to find a clean page. And what I'd like to draw today is these roses. So I like to start with a pencil, and this is a great time to use a mechanical pencil because they tend to be light. And I'm just going to draw this spiral, and then I'm just going to draw it back. And that kind of does look like a rose. Okay, now I'm going to try another one, maybe a little smaller. Turned out to be the same size. I'll try another one. Okay, now I can kind of do it on my own. I can make it my own. And I'm not really copying anymore. So I'm going to make myself a page full of roses. These look like roses to me, but they could be any kind of a flower that has a strong center. And I love these little leaves that are right on the edge of the drawing. So I'm going to put a few of those in too. And angle them. Sometimes when you angle something, it gives it more movement. I have a lot of pens. This one that I'm going to try is a 0.25 micro liner. I'm just going to try this on one of my leaves and see if it's thick enough. I'd really like a thicker line, so I love this pen for thin lines, but this pen has been used so much I can't even tell what it is. But let me try a leaf on this one. Okay, that one has kind of a broken line, which is good in some circumstances, but that's not what I'm looking for, so I'm eliminating that. This one is called a Vivo. That looks pretty good. It's a nice, thicker, consistent line. This one is called a Tombow. And I'm going to give this one a try. I think it's a little bit thicker, so I'll try on another one of my roses. I like this thickness. And do you see that it has some variation? I can press thicker, I can press harder and get a thicker line. and I can press lighter and get a thinner line. I like that a lot. In this doodle, I am going to draw, it's like a juicy burst of all kinds of, it reminds me of what it feels like when you put something in your mouth and it bursts open and squirts all over the place. And the drawing that I'm following is this one. And I'm not trying to exactly draw it. What I'm really trying to do is get the feeling of it. This has a feeling that I would like to be able to draw, but I don't really know how. So by copying it, I can learn the basic shapes, how it's done, and then I can make my own. So in my pencil drawing, I pretty much copy what's here, and when I go over it in pen, this pen is a Bic Intensity. It's a lot like a Sharpie, but it's not quite so thick. So I think I want thicker lines in here, but not super thick, so I'm going to give it a try and put in my main lines. And then a thinner pen and put in my secondary lines just for a little bit of line contrast. And now I kind of have the hang of this way of doodling, and I'm doing it on my own. All I need to do is let it dry, and maybe I would put in one more embellishment just to make it my own. And that's going to be that.